This video is a continuation of finding the surface area of pyramids and cones. This is example number 4. All right, so for this one, this is very much like D on your homework. Again, we're going to use our formula for finding the surface area of a pyramid. And that formula is the area of the base plus 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. You can see here that we have a base that is a triangle. Okay, so we've got a nice triangle here. And to find the area of a triangle, we have two choices. We can use 1/2 height times base, or we can use 1/2 apothem times the perimeter of the base. And since they give us our apothem, this is our apothem right here, and they give us one of the sides of the triangle, it's easy to find the perimeter and to use the formula for the area of a polygon. So let's find the perimeter of our base first. I have 3 sides, and each side is 6 radical 3 inches long. That makes that 18 radical 3 inches for my perimeter. So the area of my base, I'm going to use the formula 1/2 apothem times the perimeter. So my apothem is 3 inches, and my perimeter is 18 radical 3. So I get 27 radical 3 inches squared. Okay, so now I need to find my lateral area. And I know it's the second half of my formula, 1/2 times my perimeter times my slant height. My perimeter is 18 radical 3. But what do you notice here? I don't have my slant height, but I do have a nice right triangle that has my slant height as the hypotenuse. So if I draw my triangle, this is my slant height. I'm told that this is 4 inches and that this is 3 inches. So I know that 4 squared, 16, plus 3 squared, 9, is my slant height squared, because that is my hypotenuse. So 25 is my slant height squared. So my slant height is 5. So times 5. So that is going to be 45 radical 3, and I should set that up here, equals 5 inches. And now I'm going to find the entire surface area. I know that is going to be my base, which I calculated to be 27 radical 3, plus the lateral area, which is 45 radical 3, and this time I have like terms. So I get 72 radical 3 inches squared for my surface area. Okay, so now our last 2 examples are going to be cones, and they correspond to the last 2 problems on your worksheet. So what is the surface area formula for a cone? Again, it's my base plus pi r times my slant height. And I want you to notice I don't have my slant height again, but it is part of a nice right triangle. Okay, so I know that 3 squared plus 4 squared equals my slant height squared, because my slant height is my hypotenuse. So 9 plus 16, so that's 25 equals slant height squared. So my slant height is 5 centimeters. So let's mark that down, 5 centimeters. So let's find the area of the base. Well, I know the area of a circle, right? This is my base up here. The area of a circle is pi r squared. And I know that r is 3 centimeters, so be careful not to use the diameter. Make sure that you use the radius. So pi times 3 squared is 9 pi centimeters squared. And so now I can find my lateral area, because it's the second part of my formula, pi r slant height. So it's going to be pi times the radius, which is 3, times my slant height, which is 5, so I get 15 pi centimeters squared. And then my surface area, I just add my base and my lateral area. 9 pi plus 15 pi equals 24 pi centimeters squared. All right. This is the last example, and it corresponds to the last problem on your worksheet. So again, we have a cone, so we're gonna use the formula base plus pi r times the slant height. All right, so the area of my base is a circle. Okay, so the area of my base is going to be pi r squared, and r in this case is 7. So pi times 7 squared, which is 49 pi. Okay, my slant height, they did give me my slant height. This is my slant height right here. I have an arrow pointing to it. That's my slant height. So my lateral area is pi r slant height. So that's going to be pi times 7 times 10. So that's 70 pi centimeters squared. My base was also centimeters squared. So my surface area, I just add my base and my lateral area. 49 pi plus 70 pi. And you notice they are like terms. So I have 119 pi centimeters squared. And that is it for this video. If you follow along each of my examples, they are exactly in the same order as you should do your homework, and each example is pretty much the same problem with different numbers.